Welcome to the tour around FragTrade Reef. On the screen in front of you is a Pora danicornis. This is an SPS coral and is from the family of Poridae. It is relatively hardy and a wonderful fluffy specimen. Above in the top hand right corner is a Stylophora coral, and in the middle is a partially bleached Pora. Moving over to the left, we have a Euphilia coral, which is a hammer. Now here is our favourite little fishy friend, the sailfin tang. This is a Desjardins sailfin tang from the region of the Red Sea near Egypt. This fish is a surgeon fish and is an incredibly greedy little fellow who likes to swim around and get in front of you at every single possible moment. In the middle there is a Goniopora, and once again there is the sailfin tang. Now that is our frag section of the reef. Now if we tour around and we just pan around the reef, you can start looking upon our LPS corals. So our tank is split up into half reef and half frag racks. So here is the LPS frag rack, and centre stage is a Duncan. And there is frog spawn and candy cane. Moving to the bottom right is a torch coral, a reverse hammer, some Goniopora frags, and some Lectatia frags as well. This tank really is filled with corals, and we have an abundance of different corals of multiple different species, but specifically at the moment I must say we have a large amount of zoas and a large amount of LPS, specifically Euphilia. Now this is because FragTrade was moved just over 4 weeks ago now from its old home in Belmont Street to its new home in Highland Road. Now upon doing this, all of the corals were transported across in buckets in high stress conditions, and we had to redo all of the pipework. Upon redoing all of the pipework, these corals were sat in buckets for over 6 hours. Now, soft corals and zoas are incredibly hardy, so we're barely untouched. And the same with most of our LPS corals. Again, very happy and healthy and have moved on. However, SPS corals, when exhibited upon high stress conditions in the form of heat and the stir up of nutrients from moving and churning around all of the water, has unfortunately resulted in elevated nitrates and phosphates and a reduced temperature upon moving the corals on the day, which did lead to some coral bleaching, which I will bring your attention to later. But here is our little rock pool, which you could have seen just then, the little monkey skeleton, and all of the stunning LPS corals, again incredibly happy. Now if you pan around here, there are our beautiful pair of clownfish. Now these two are Oscularis clownfish. Now moving back, you can see our Goniopora colonies and some candy canes and the Zoa garden forest, as well as some chalices and GSP. It really is stunning. So now I'm going to talk about our tank parameters. The water quality, in which here we aim to keep our tanks at FragTrade, is as follows. So the salinity is always kept at 1.025 to 1.026, where our calcium at present in this tank is at 500 ppm, which is exactly where we want it, as we aim for our calcium to be between 420 and 500. Nextly, magnesium. Our present magnesium is 13 and 90 ppm, so that's 1390 ppm, which is bang on where we want it, whilst our KH is at an elevated level of 11 ppm, which is a sign that these corals are still very much warming up to this tank. And nextly, our phosphates at the moment are on the higher side of 0.16 ppm. Now this is of course not ideal, and we are performing double water changes. And finally, our nitrates at the moment are currently at a 4 ppm level, which is exactly where we want to keep it. Now here is the tank as a zoomed out section. So on the right here is the Zoa Forest and the LPS gardens, as well as just a very friendly little cleaner shrimp that likes to clean all of our frags and generally get in the way. Stunning little fish though, as well, the clownfish. We really do put our animals first here at FragTrade, and I really do think that this tank is really starting to look incredibly healthy, all things considered, that we have just moved. So thank you for watching this video at FragTrade 21, and we hope you can visit our website or even in store